brothers and sisters. Hi. Good to be with you today on Children Are Important. And today what we are looking at is special needs or children who have different capabilities or disabilities.
Disability,
Yeah. So in Spanish they say different capabilities instead of saying disabilities. So anyway, so we're going to teach you some different points, and I have my specialist with me, Flor, Boldo, who has experience working with lots of special needs children or different disabilities. So what happens is normally these children come into our churches and the teachers are afraid because they don't know what to do. So teachers go, help! And they don't know how to work with a child maybe with autism, or someone who comes in who can't hear or who can't speak, or Down syndrome, or various different disabilities. And so the teachers are afraid, and oftentimes the parents end up doing something where they don't want to bring their children to church. So we want to challenge you. Do not leave all the special children or the children with disabilities at home. Let them come to church so they can learn about Jesus. And that's up to you. You can do it. So what you need to do is just decide, okay, God, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. And we will help you, give you training, and you can train your teachers, and you can get training, and it's not that difficult. It feels very difficult when you have a child who has some sort of disability and you don't know what to do. That part is very difficult. So let me just share with my experience. I had a child who was autistic, and when I was teaching kindergarten, and he would just like scream at me. He would jump on my desk. He would spit at me. I tried to get him to do the classwork as the other children in kindergarten, and he couldn't hold his pencil right. So his hand would be like, he just couldn't hold the pencil. And so everyone then teased him, and his parents said, oh, he's not autistic. There's no problem. He's normal. And I could tell, no, well, he's not normal because the other kids aren't jumping on my desk and spitting on me. It was very difficult, and it required a lot of patience, and I didn't know what to do. So that's what this training's for, and Flor's here to help us. So let's just dive in. Okay, what's the first thing we're going to learn, Flor?
Okay. Do you know me?
Okay.
Is this information about the special children?
Yes.
This is a pic from Melissa Sharik.
Very good. So we'll go ahead and put this up for you, and we're just going to cover a few points on here. Do you know me? So if you can get to know the children who are in your class that have different disabilities, it will help you greatly.
First, I have trouble for focusing or focus and concentration.
Yeah, so they have trouble focusing.
Yeah.
So just understanding that will give you patience and help with them.
For me, it's difficult. I focus all the time. My cell phone has a message on other things around me, and for a special kid, it's very, very difficult.
Yeah.
This part. Okay.
Yeah.
2, I have poor fine motor skills.
So poor fine motor skills. Yes.
It's very difficult. Take a scissor or take a pen, coloring.
Yeah, it's very hard for them to hold the pencil or whatever. It's good to know, so you're not like passing out the pencil and saying, take your pencil, why can't you? No. They should not be in trouble because they can't hold their pencil correctly. Yeah.
Other?
So I seem to be unaware of normal touch or pain.
Yeah.
Yeah, so oftentimes when you're touching someone, it hurts them more, or they're more sensitive to touch than we are.
Hi, Chris. You. Yeah.
So that would be an example sometimes too, where they'll shake their hand too much, or they'll be afraid and they don't want you to touch.
Don't touch me.
Yeah, or don't touch me.
Okay.
So you want to give them permission, right? Don't force touch. If they don't want to touch you, it's okay. No problem.
Okay, and have poor gross.
They have poor gross motor skills, such as running or riding a bike. Yeah. So just want to be careful of that as you're getting in a line or walking around the church or different activities.
Yeah. Okay. Yes.
Okay, so next we have a sequence panel. So we're going to be learning this, is that like on Wednesday or is it next week?
Next week.
Next week. So we're going to learn how to make this panel sequence panel. So it's just an order of how you're going to do your class, and you make each one. So this says memory verse, and it has a picture of a Bible on it. So we'll also give you the links for these items.
Okay, and don't forget the special. Can you talk about the monitors?
Yes. Okay, so monitors. This is something where you bring someone in who is special and is focusing on the children who have special needs. So it's not like, well, we just call them a monitor, or you could call them a shadow, or someone who will stay with the children who have special needs, or one child. If you have one child, you want to find one teacher who will stay with that child and help them through the class. So the main teacher who's teaching the class doesn't have to do everything for that special needs person. So if you have a child who's autistic, they need extra help, and it doesn't need to be the main teacher who does the extra help. It needs to be the monitor or someone who signs up to do special help for that child who has special needs.
Okay, and
so you want to know the order of your class. So it helps the children a lot if they know what's next. So it's hard for children, especially autistic children, but also Down syndrome, if they don't know what's coming up next, and change is difficult. So if you tell them, okay, next we're going to play the game. In 5 minutes we're going to play the game. In 3 minutes we're going to play the game. It helps them. Okay, now it's time to play the game. They knew it was coming, so it's a lot easier. And that's something that the monitor can do, someone who stays with your child.
okay, and remember, if the child can read, he needs help.
So it's okay if the special child that you have in your class can't read. That's fine. Try not to push him. It's okay if they don't know how to read, but they still need a student book. So whatever you give to all the other children, you want to give to your child, whether or not they can read.
Okay, and that's all. Don't forget.
So you just want to anticipate each activity?
Yeah, every activity.
Right before. Yeah, anticipate.
Repeat,
And repeat. Yeah. Okay, so this is our introduction for a special series with Flor, and she's going to help me also make these up. So on Wednesday, on the next video, we'll have in English for you this panel sequence, or sequence panel, and you can make it in your language, and you will be ready to have any child come in your classroom if they're autistic, they have Down syndrome, if they can't hear, regardless of what they're experiencing. You can be arms and feet of Jesus and show them the love. Give them hugs if they let you touch them, and be ready so that they don't stay home because they're afraid to go to church. All right. Thank you for helping with this series, and I look forward to having all these items ready Wednesday and also next week, Monday and Wednesday.
Okay.
All right, we'll see you next time. Blessings. Goodbye. Hello.
Hi.
Greetings, brothers and sisters. Hi.
Hi, Chris. You.